Get ready to enter the world of the strangest mushrooms on the planet. From flowers that look like they came straight from hell to creatures that glow in the dark, each species reveals nature's secrets that defy imagination. With impossible colors, bizarre shapes, and surprising abilities, discover how evolution has created true survival artists. One of them even moves. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave your like. Now, let's get started. Number 14, red cage fungus, Clathrus ruber. The insect prison Clathrus ruber, or the cage fungus, is a geometric masterpiece of nature. Its fruiting body forms a hollow spherical structure composed of interconnected red veins resembling a crimson cage. Inside is a black viscous substance that exudes a cadaverous smell. The purpose? To lure insects into its natural prison. Common in Mediterranean regions, this mushroom is a close relative of devil's fingers, but with an even more surreal design. While Clathrus archeri spreads via tentacles, Clathrus ruber creates a symmetrical architecture that looks designed by a biological artist. The growth process is rapid and hypnotic. Within hours, the white egg bursts and the red structure emerges, expanding to about 20 centimeters in diameter. Its surface is covered with a network of symbiotic bacterial species responsible for fermentation that produces the characteristic odor. Although harmless to humans, its repulsive appearance has led rural communities to view it as an ill omen. However, mycologists consider it a marvelous example of convergent evolution, showing how different fungal species developed similar dispersal mechanisms. Between beauty and grotesque, Clathrus ruber is a reminder that nature is concerned not with aesthetics but with efficiency. Number 13, ivory black fungus, Xylaria polymorpha, the fingers of the dead. In the shadowy forests of the northern hemisphere, fallen and decaying logs often reveal Xylaria polymorpha, known as dead man's fingers. And the name is not an exaggeration. Its elongated black body emerges from the ground like charred hands trying to escape the earth. It is a saprophytic fungus, meaning it feeds on decomposing wood. In its youth, it appears bluish or grayish, but as it matures, it darkens completely to black. Its firm, rough texture resembles the dried skin of a corpse. Xylaria plays a crucial role in ecological nutrient recycling, breaking down lignin and cellulose, extremely resistant compounds. It is therefore a symbol of renewal, even if wrapped in a macabre appearance. 19th century mycologists recorded its presence in cemeteries and ancient forests, inspiring countless legends. Some European peoples believe these mushrooms grew on the graves of cursed individuals. Today we know their preference for dark locations is purely ecological. Though it seems a reminder of death, Dead Man's Fingers is, in reality, an agent of life, ensuring the forest continues its eternal cycle. Number 12, devil's blood fungus, Hydnellum pecki, the bleeding wound. Few natural organisms cause as much visual discomfort as Hydnellum pecki, also called devil's blood. Its white, fuzzy surface is pierced with droplets of intense red liquid, as if the mushroom is bleeding. This secretion is rich in phenolic pigments and serves to repel insects and invading microorganisms. Found in temperate forests of North America and Europe, devil's blood lives in symbiosis with pine roots, exchanging essential nutrients with the trees. Despite its frightening appearance, it is a vital piece of forest balance. Interestingly, chemical analyses revealed that the compounds in the red liquid have anticoagulant and antibacterial properties, attracting pharmaceutical interest. Its irregular shape and bleeding appearance also make it a favorite among nature photographers and natural horror artists. For some mycologists, Hydnellum pecki is a perfect metaphor. Beauty and horror coexist and both sustain life. What seems like a wound is actually a sophisticated defense mechanism, perhaps the most striking example of evolutionary design among fungi. Number 11, the moving fungus, slime mold Physarum polycephalum. Brainless intelligence. Among all strange fungi, none intrigues scientists more than Physarum polycephalum, popularly called the intelligent slime. Although technically not a mushroom in the classical sense, it is a myxomycete, an intermediate life form between fungus and amoeba, and it moves. Composed of a single giant multinucleated cell, Physarum can move in search of food, navigate obstacles, and even learn from previous experiences. In labs, it has solved mazes, found shortest paths, and adapted its behavior to stimuli. This type of fungus challenges the very definition of intelligence. Without a brain or nervous system, it coordinates reactions reactions via chemical impulses and calcium pulses traveling through its body. Some scientists believe studying Physarum may reveal biological principles applicable to organic artificial intelligence. In nature, it lives on damp logs and dead leaves, moving only a few centimeters per hour, but this slow pace hides a remarkable power, the ability of biological self-organization. The moving fungus sits at the boundary between plant and animal, between biology and mystery. If the other mushrooms on this list seem alien, Physarum polycephalum is the closest to a real alien mind ever observed on Earth. Number 10. Ghost Mushroom, Omphalodus netiformis. Glow that enchants and deceives. In Australia's damp forests, a silent spectacle occurs when night falls. Omphalodus netiformis, known as the ghost mushroom, begins to glow with a supernatural greenish hue. This phenomenon, called bioluminescence, attracts small insects that help disperse its spores. Ghost mushrooms typically grow on decaying eucalyptus logs, forming dense clusters of smooth, translucent, rounded caps that reflect moonlight almost magically. Despite their hypnotic beauty, they are extremely toxic. Ingestion can severely damage the liver and digestive system. Bioluminescence is chemically based on the reaction between luciferin and luciferase, molecules that produce cold light without generating heat. Scientists believe this trait is an evolutionary survival mechanism, allowing spores to spread at night while avoiding predators. Curiously, 19th century explorers described ghostly forests lit by spectral green mushrooms, inspiring legends of spirits and nocturnal beings. Today, Omphalodus netiformis is studied not only for its toxicity, but also for its potential in bioengineering and natural lighting studies, showing that even among the strangest organisms, beauty and danger coexist. Number 9. Dragon's blood fungus, Daemonops fungorum. The red warning among damp leaves and decaying logs of Malaysia's tropical forests emerges Daemonops fungorum, popularly known as dragon's blood. Its most striking feature is the intense red liquid exuded from its body, resembling fresh blood. This liquid not only repels small insects, but also serves as a powerful chemical defense against competing microorganisms. The mushroom has a rigid texture and surfaces covered with tiny fibers reminiscent of dragon scales. Its vibrant color not only attracts or repels, but also signals maturity and spore dispersal capability. Local stories recount villagers avoiding these areas, believing touching dragon's blood would bring bad luck. Recent studies, however, show these secretions contain natural antibiotics and phenolic compounds of great pharmacological interest. Daemonops fungorum is a fascinating example of how tropical fungi develop complex survival strategies, using colors, odors, and chemical substances to interact efficiently with their ecosystem. It combines the mystical and the biological, reminding us that even the quietest organisms can exhibit almost dramatic behavior. Number 8. Crystal parasol fungus, Podaxis pistillaris. Desert elegance. In semi-arid regions of Africa and Australia grows a little-known mushroom, Podaxis pistillaris, called the crystal parasol. It stands out for its tall, slender body and cap resembling a crystal umbrella. Though it looks fragile, this fungus is resilient to extreme desert conditions, appearing after brief rains. Its structure allows spores to be dispersed by wind, taking advantage of fast, dry air currents. Podaxis pistillaris feeds on organic matter in the soil, playing a vital role in nutrient recycling in infertile ecosystems. Mycologists describe its rapid growth. Within hours, the thin body emerges from the soil, stretching up to 15 centimeters. The partially transparent cap and grayish hue make it almost invisible during the day, but at dusk, it looks like a small crystal rising from the ground. This fungus exemplifies extreme adaptation. Its aerodynamic shape and discrete color protect it from heat and predators, while its elegant architecture ensures effective spore dispersal. The combination of beauty and ecological efficiency makes the crystal parasol one of the most intriguing mushrooms of arid regions. Number 7. Lightning mushroom, Mycena chloropus. Dancing, light in the night. Mycena chloropus, known as the lightning mushroom, inhabits tropical forests of Southeast Asia, displaying delicate, pulsating bioluminescence. Unlike the ghost mushroom, its glow is intermittent, creating the illusion of tiny sparks dancing among dead leaves. The Mycena is small, with caps 1 to 3 centimeters, but its visual impact is immense. Scientists discovered that the light attracts small insects that transport spores between trees and decaying logs, demonstrating a complex ecological strategy even in tiny organisms. organisms. The bioluminescence phenomenon in Mycena is related to the production of luciferin and luciferase, which react with oxygen to generate cold light. This process is energy efficient and helps the fungus survive in shaded, humid environments where competition for space and nutrients is intense. To human observers, the lightning mushroom seems pure magic, but its true magic lies in evolutionary engineering. The nighttime light does not just enchant human eyes, it is an example of the sophisticated interaction between organisms and their environment. Number 6. Wood puppet mushroom, Sterium hirsutum. The guardian of decomposition. Sterium hirsutum, known as the wood puppet mushroom, settles on decaying logs in temperate and deciduous forests. Its fruiting body spreads as a thin, fibrous layer, adhering to the wood and displaying colors ranging from orange to reddish brown. Although unremarkable at first glance, this fungus is a decomposition specialist, releasing enzymes that break down lignin and cellulose, complex components of wood. Its slow yet steady activity ensures vital nutrients return to the soil, maintaining ecosystem balance. Mycologists highlight its adaptive growth. The wood puppet can survive under low humidity and variable temperatures, consolidating its role as the silent guardian of forests. Moreover, its fibrous surface provides microhabitats for small insects and microorganisms, showing that even discrete fungi can support complex biodiversity. The ecological importance of Sterium hirsutum is undeniable. It exemplifies how the fungal kingdom, even without visible movement or bright colors, performs essential silent functions, shaping landscapes and natural cycles over decades. Number 5. Fire cannon mushroom, Pycnoporus cinnamerinus. The painter of twilight in the dense temperate and subtropical forests of North America, Europe, and Asia grows one of the most vibrant and enigmatic fungi on the planet, Pycnoporus cinnamerinus, popularly known as the fire cannon mushroom. Its name comes from its intense coloration, ranging from orange-red to deep crimson, reminiscent of glowing embers shining on fallen logs and decomposing branches. This fungus is a specialist in decomposing hard wood, particularly rich in lignin, one of nature's most resistant substances. Using powerful ligninolytic enzymes, Pycnoporus breaks down these complex molecules, transforming dead wood into essential nutrients that revitalize the soil. This process is slow and meticulous, but extremely efficient, demonstrating the importance of fungi as silent engineers of the ecosystem. The fire cannon's beauty is not limited to its coloration. Its fruiting body features concentric, thin forms, almost like overlapping layers of a natural sculpture. The texture can vary from smooth to fibrous, depending on the fungus's age and environmental moisture. During spring and summer, small drops of viscous liquid may appear on its surface, reflecting intense metabolic activity and the presence of mature spores ready for dispersal. The life cycle of Pycnoporus is fascinating. It begins as invisible mycelium, a white web infiltrating dead wood and slowly consuming its nutrients. Upon reaching the reproductive stage, the fruiting body emerges, revealing its fiery coloration and releasing millions of spores. These spores are transported by wind and insects, ensuring the fire cannon efficiently colonizes new areas. Beyond its ecological function, Pycnoporus cinnamerinus has attracted scientific and industrial interest. Researchers discovered its ligninolytic enzymes can be applied in bioremediation, breaking down complex organic pollutants such as industrial dyes and toxic waste. Laboratory experiments demonstrated the fungus can decompose substances otherwise nearly impossible to eliminate, making it a valuable ally in combating environmental pollution. Botanical historians recorded the first observation of Pycnoporus in Europe in the 19th century, when naturalists documented the flora and fauna of temperate forests. Its intense glow and vibrant color immediately drew attention, appearing in herbariums and fungal collections as an example of the incredible chromatic diversity of the fungi kingdom. The fire cannon's presence in forests is not just a visual spectacle, it functions as an ecological indicator, signaling areas of high decomposition and nutrient availability. Ecologists use it to assess forest ecosystem health, as its abundance directly relates to dead wood and environmental moisture. Interestingly, Pycnoporus is also resistant to natural predators such as small mammals and wood-eating insects. Its intense coloration serves as a visual warning, signaling chemical compounds that make its surface unpalatable. This chemical defense is another example of the evolutionary sophistication of fungi, combining appearance and biochemistry for survival in competitive competitive environments. Additionally, recent studies revealed that extracts from Pycnoporus have antimicrobial and antioxidant properties, sparking interest for pharmacological applications. Researchers are investigating compounds that could aid in developing natural medicines, reinforcing the concept of fungi as not only decomposers but reservoirs of bioactive molecules. The fire cannon also plays a cultural role in some regions. Indigenous peoples of North America associated its vibrant color with purification and forest protection, incorporating it into symbolic rituals. In Europe, its incandescent appearance inspired artists and naturalists to capture its beauty in watercolors and detailed illustrations, immortalizing Pycnoporus as one of the natural world's chromatic wonders. From an evolutionary standpoint, Pycnoporus cinnaberinus represents a perfect combination of function and aesthetics. Number 4. Silk mouse mushroom, Hericium arenaceus, the star of old forests. In ancient forests of North America, Europe, and Asia, a mushroom emerges that looks more like a living sculpture than a typical organism. Hericium arenaceus, popularly called the silk mouse mushroom, or lion's mane in English. Its long, delicate, hanging white spines resemble jellyfish tentacles or silk fringes, creating a visual effect that captivates researchers and mushroom collectors. Hericium arenaceus is a saprophytic and facultative parasitic fungus, growing mainly on the logs of deciduous trees like oaks and walnuts, especially when the wood begins to decompose slowly. Its growth is relatively slow, and the fruiting body may take weeks to reach full maturity, making it an example of evolutionary patience. The pure white appearance of its spines ensures it stands out visually even in dense, shaded environments, while its fibrous structure protects the internal mycelium from competing fungi and predators. Beyond its visual impact, the silk mouse mushroom is studied for its bioactive properties. Modern research has identified compounds called arenosines and hericinones, which stimulate neuron growth and nerve tissue regeneration. Therefore, it has become a subject of interest in studies on neurodegeneration and brain health, being considered a natural neuroprotector in several cultures. The life cycle of Hericium is a dance of precision and patience. Initially, the mycelium grows inside the wood, invisible to the naked eye, slowly decomposing cellulose and lignin and strengthening its base. When conditions are ideal, the fruiting body emerges, hanging in long, soft spines and releasing spores that float silently through the air. This method ensures maximum spore dispersal without attracting larger predators. Historically, Hericium was known in traditional Chinese and Japanese medicine for centuries, used as a tonic for the nervous and digestive systems. Ancient peoples attributed longevity and mental clarity to it, considering it a gift from the forest to those who observed and respected nature. Its appearances on old logs, quiet and delicate, reinforce this aura of ancestral wisdom, making it a symbol of patience and resilience. From an ecological perspective, the silk mouse mushroom plays essential roles. By decomposing dead wood, it recycles valuable nutrients into the soil, feeding plants and other organisms that depend on this mineral richness. Additionally, its fibrous surface creates microhabitats for small insects and microorganisms, contributing to local biodiversity. Each fruiting body functions as a vertical mini ecosystem, providing shelter and food for diverse life forms. Mycologists also emphasize the remarkable resilience of Hericium. It can survive variations in temperature, humidity, and shade, showing that its evolution prioritized both survival and efficiency. Its hanging form helps channel rainwater, preventing excess moisture and inhibiting the growth of competing fungi or bacteria that could compromise its delicate structure. The silk mouse mushroom's aesthetic is another fascinating factor. Unlike other fungi that attract attention with colors or odors, it impresses with delicacy, symmetry, and fluidity of form. Filtered light through the tree canopy makes its white spines glow softly, creating an almost ethereal effect. This ethereal visual, combined with its ecological and medicinal importance, makes Hericium arenaceus a clear example of how evolution combines form, function, and survival. Beyond scientific interest, it is highly prized in cuisine. Its delicate, seafood-like flavor makes it a delicacy in various Asian and modern dishes. But harvesting must be done carefully. Removing the fungus irresponsibly can damage the mycelium and compromise future colonies, showing that respect and observation are essential to maintaining natural balance. Hericium arenaceus also inspires artists and photographers. Its thin, floating spines resemble works of art, reminiscent of natural lace or moving sculptures. Number 3. Blue ghost mushroom, Entoloma hochsteteri, The fluorescent jewel of the forests. In the temperate and subtropical forests of New Zealand and Australia, a mushroom emerges that seems painted with impossible pigments. Entoloma hochsteteri, popularly known as the blue ghost mushroom. With its perfectly convex cap and iridescent vibrant blue color, this fungus is as rare as it is impressive, capturing the attention of mycologists and nature photographers worldwide. The blue ghost is relatively small, measuring between 2 and 5 centimeters in diameter, but its appearance is mesmerizing. Each cap displays shades ranging from deep blue to metallic turquoise, with nuances that shift depending on lighting and humidity. This phenomenon results from natural chemical pigments, possibly linked to defense against predators and ultraviolet radiation, a sophisticated evolutionary adaptation. Ecologically, Entoloma hochsteteri is saprophytic, living primarily on decaying leaves, dead wood, or organic matter in the soil. By decomposing this material, it contributes to recycling essential nutrients, maintaining soil fertility, and indirectly providing food for other plant and animal species. Its discrete and selective growth makes it an indicator of environmental health, suggesting relatively preserved and balanced ecosystems. The life cycle of the blue ghost is fascinating. It begins with invisible mycelium in the soil, slowly absorbing nutrients and creating a complex underground network. When conditions are ideal, especially during humid periods, the fruiting body emerges, displaying its stunning blue color. This coloration not only serves as a visual warning to potential predators, but may also influence spore dispersal through subtle light variations, attracting specific insects that aid reproduction. Beyond its natural beauty, Entoloma hochsteteri holds unique scientific interest. Researchers are investigating its chemical properties, not only for its defensive role, but also for potential applications in biotechnology and sustainable design, such as natural dyes for fabrics and materials with minimal environmental impact. This intersection of biology and technology shows how even the smallest organisms can offer innovative solutions to human challenges. Historically, the blue ghost was first documented in the 19th century by European naturalists exploring New Zealand's flora. Its unreal appearance quickly turned it into local legend, associated with forest spirits and supernatural phenomena. The Maori, indigenous inhabitants of the region, mentioned blue mushrooms in their traditions, describing them as silent forest messengers, guardians of natural secrets revealed only to attentive observers. Ecologically, the blue ghost plays important roles beyond decomposition. Its presence creates microhabitats for small insects and microorganisms, promoting complex soil interactions and helping maintain biodiversity. Each specimen of Entoloma hochsteteri functions as a mini ecosystem, demonstrating that even discrete organisms can have significant environmental impacts. Mycologists also highlight the blue ghost's adaptive resilience. Despite its small size and fragile appearance, it survives variations in temperature, humidity, and intense light exposure, remaining active during critical growth periods. This resilience shows how evolution has equipped the fungus with efficient survival strategies, balancing beauty, function, and protection. The mushroom's aesthetics are another point of fascination. Its metallic blue color radiates natural luminosity that, when reflecting forest light, creates an almost supernatural effect. Observers describe the sensation of encountering a living jewel, a fragment of the cosmos fallen to Earth, reinforcing the idea that nature combines art, science, and magic inseparably. The blue ghost also attracts limited culinary interest. Although not considered edible due to a lack of toxicity studies, its visual and scientific impact far outweighs any culinary value. Number 2. Silver ghost mushroom, Bluet lepista nuda. The elegant shadow of the forests, among fallen leaves and nutrient-rich soils of temperate forests in Europe, North America, and parts of Asia, grows a fungus that combines elegance and mystery. Lepista nuda, popularly known as the silver ghost mushroom or bluet. Its coloration ranges from pale lilac to bluish gray and deep violet, giving it an ethereal appearance that contrasts beautifully with the dark soil and fallen leaves around it. Lepista nuda is a saprophytic fungus specialized in decomposing organic matter, particularly leaves and small fallen logs. Its mycelium grows discreetly beneath the soil or within decomposing plant material, slowly absorbing nutrients and preparing the fruiting body to emerge when humidity and temperature are optimal. This growth pattern ensures maximum chances of reproduction and spore dispersal, demonstrating remarkable evolutionary efficiency. The fruiting body of the silver ghost is delicate yet structured. The convex, smooth cap, often with rolled edges, measures 5 to 12 centimeters in diameter, diameter and reveals lilac spores when mature. The robust, cylindrical stem supports the structure firmly, allowing the fungus to withstand rain and small animal passage. Despite its almost ghostly appearance, Lepista nuda is resistant to competitors and predators, partly due to chemical compounds on its surface that inhibit other fungi and microorganisms. Historically, Lepista nuda has been known since the 18th century by European naturalists. Initially confused with other lilac mushrooms, detailed study revealed unique features of color, shape, and habitat, solidifying its place as one of the most aesthetic and studied fungi in temperate forests. Indigenous peoples of Europe and North America also associated its coloration and late appearance with forest spirits or the arrival of rain, creating a cultural link between natural observation and mystical symbolism. Ecologically, the silver ghost plays essential roles. Its decomposition activity recycles vital nutrients, enriching the soil and feeding nearby plants and trees. Additionally, the surface of its fruiting bodies creates microhabitats for small arthropods, smaller fungi, and microorganisms, increasing soil ecological complexity. Each specimen acts as a biodiversity hotspot, integrating quietly and efficiently into the forest's web of life. Lepista nuda is also appreciated in cuisine, but with caution. Though edible when correctly identified, it must be prepared carefully to avoid confusion with similar toxic species. Its delicate flavor and soft texture make it ideal for soups, sautés, and dishes that highlight subtle forest aromas. This combination of natural beauty and human utility reflects the fungus's versatility, showing that seemingly discrete organisms can serve multiple functions and meanings. Beyond ecological and culinary value, Lepista nuda has attracted scientific interest in studies of antioxidant and bioactive properties. Extracts from the fungus have shown potential in laboratory studies to neutralize free radicals and protect cells from oxidative damage, reinforcing the idea that fungi are natural sources of complex molecules with pharmacological and therapeutic applications. The silver ghost's life cycle reveals remarkable coordination among environment, biology, and time. The mycelium, spread beneath the soil, can remain dormant for long periods until ideal humidity and temperature allow the fruiting body to emerge. When this happens, the fungus sprouts quickly, creating an almost magical sight on the forest floor, especially at dawn or dusk when soft light enhances its bluish and lilac tones. From an evolutionary perspective, Lepista nuda demonstrates how functional beauty can arise in seemingly simple organisms. Its attractive colors not only appeal to human observers, but may also play roles in predator deterrence and in attracting small animals that aid in spore dispersal. Number 1. Glowing flying mushroom, Mycena luxaterna, the eternal light of Brazilian forests. In the humid tropical forests of Brazil, particularly in preserved regions of the Atlantic forest, emerges one of the most enigmatic and fascinating mushrooms in the world, Mycena luxaterna, popularly known as the glowing flying mushroom or eternal light. Its most striking feature is continuous bioluminescence. At night, its fruiting bodies emit a soft green glow, as if small natural lanterns float among the dense vegetation. Mycena luxaterna is a saprophytic fungus, living mainly on decaying dead wood. By decomposing organic matter, it returns essential nutrients to the soil, playing a vital role in the forest's ecological cycle. Despite its tiny size, usually between 1 and 3 centimeters tall, its luminous impact creates the impression of a true nocturnal spectacle, attracting scientists, explorers, and photographers. The bioluminescence of the glowing flying mushroom results from chemical reactions between luciferin and luciferase, molecules in its body that, when reacting with oxygen, produce cold light without generating heat. This evolutionary trait is not purely aesthetic. It is believed the glow attracts small insects that aid in spore dispersal, enhancing reproductive capacity. Some researchers suggest the light may also act as a warning signal to predators, indicating chemical compounds that make the mushroom unpalatable. The life cycle of Mycena luxaterna is equally fascinating. It begins with mycelium, a white network infiltrating nutrient-rich wood and soil. This mycelium can remain dormant or grow slowly until ideal humidity and temperature allow the fruiting bodies to emerge. When this occurs, the fungus appears in small clusters, forming luminous groups that seem to float above the forest floor, creating an almost magical effect beyond its ecological role. Mycena luxaterna sparks significant scientific interest. Recent studies have investigated the chemistry of its bioluminescence to understand natural light emission mechanisms and apply them in biotechnology, bioengineering, and even sustainable lighting. Researchers believe the chemical principles found in this mushroom could inspire eco-friendly solutions for artificial light without traditional energy consumption. Historically, Mycena luxaturna was formally described only in 2011, but local reports already mention small points of light in tropical forest nights. Traditional peoples associated this glow with forest spirits or omens of important events, creating legends that strengthened the bond between culture and nature. Observers describe the sensation of walking among silently floating points of light, as if the forest itself is alive and aware of each visitor. Ecologically, the glowing flying mushroom plays complex roles beyond decomposition. Its nocturnal glow can attract insects that also act as pollinators or seed dispersers for nearby plants, creating an interaction web connecting fungi, insects, and flora in a harmonious cycle. Each fruiting body is therefore not just an isolated organism, but a component of an intricate biological network, highlighting interdependence within the ecosystem. Mycologists also emphasize the resilience of Mycena luxaturna. Though sensitive to deforestation and climate changes, it thrives in preserved forest areas, adapting to small variations in temperature, shade, and humidity. This resilience demonstrates the fungus's evolutionary capacity to maintain its ecological role even in challenging environments, reinforcing the importance of conserving tropical forests for the survival of unique species. Aesthetically, Mycena luxaturna exemplifies peak functional beauty. Its soft green light not only ensures efficient reproduction, but also creates visual effects that inspire wonder and contemplation. Photographers and naturalists report that observing these mushrooms is like walking among fallen stars, a phenomenon combining science, art, and emotion in a unique way. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed our content, subscribe to our channel and leave a like. Also, check out other interesting content appearing on your screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video. See you next time.